Some real scenes of desperation there in the Latvian capital, Riga. There are people who are trying to call relatives and friends who might be inside the rubble. They're trying to use their cell phones to call them. And also, of course, the rescue forces are still on hand, and they're using heavy equipment like, for instance, cutters to try and cut through some of the debris and find people who might still be trapped inside that collapsed shopping center. Desperate relatives stand by, hoping their loved ones might still be alive somewhere in the rubble of the collapsed shopping center.
Никакой информации.
I have a wife in there, this man says. There is no information about her, whether she's dead or alive. Wherever I call, there is no information. Do you still believe she's alive, the reporter asks. Of course, I must believe, he says. But for many, there is tragic certainty that their loved ones were killed. Dozens have been confirmed dead, with the toll rising throughout the night. Eyewitnesses say the Maxima shopping center collapsed like a house of cards, while the store was busy with shoppers on their way home from work. And when first responders arrived on the scene, further portions of the roof fell, killing several firefighters. We are still working inside, one of the heads of the rescue operation says. The situation may change all the time. Falls are happening from time to time. Therefore, it's very dangerous to work inside. Crews began clearing some of the rubble as rescue efforts were ongoing. The Maxima shopping center was completed just 2 years ago and was even named among the top 3 building designs in all of Latvia. It's not clear what caused the collapse. Some say it might have been faulty construction or building material stored on the roof. Police have started the investigation already, Latvia's Prime Minister says. The criminal process has started about violating construction norms, which has caused serious consequences. The Maxima shopping center was one of the symbols of the new, up-and-coming Latvia, a country that's seen strong economic growth in the years since the end of Soviet rule, but remains among the poorest countries in Europe. Now Latvia is left to clear the debris, investigate what happened, and to mourn those who lost their lives in one of the worst tragedies this nation has seen in recent times. And this is already being billed as the single worst loss of life in the very young history of Latvia. Now, they are still, of course, trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened. There is talk of possibly there being construction on a winter garden that was supposed to be on the roof of this shopping center, and that perhaps some of the soil that was used for that might have gotten soaked with rain, and then there was no drainage system that might have caused the roof to collapse. But again, the investigation is still in the very early stages, and will certainly take some time to actually find out what caused the roof there to collapse.